Start winning at the races with Daily Racing Form's new mobile pass performances, featuring exclusive buyer speed figures and expert analysis and selections. Go to drf.com/best and get the power of DRF in the palm of your hand. Dan Illman, Mike Beer, the feature race at Delaware Park on Saturday. It's the signature race of the Delaware meet, the Grade 2 Delaware Handicap. Fillies and Mares going a new distance for the Delaware Cap. They're going 1.1 1/8 this year. And let's take a peek at this field. We're expected to scratch 2 horses out of this race. Both Vexatious, the 1, Always Shopping, the 5. Well, I guess they had to choose between the lesser of two evils. Is it going to be Dunbar Road, a big favorite in the Delaware Handicap, or Monomoy Girl, the heavy favorite in the Ruffian? It appears they're both going to run in New York, Mike.
Yeah, it sounds like they are both going to run in New York instead of running here. I was a little surprised that Vexatious opted for that spot just because I felt like this distance might be better for her, but it sounds like she's going to run in New York.
Let's take a look at the Timeform US pace projector, and remember to head on over to timeformus.com once scratches are made official, because this pace projector will update, and it could be a key update, because with the 1 and the 5 out, it's very possible that number 4 Bolera will be able to get out to an easy early lead. And Bolera, while no superstar, is okay for Todd Pletcher. And if she gets loose, she's going to get the jump on Dunbar Road and might make that horse work a little bit.
Yeah, true enough. I mean, that could be a big advantage for her if she gets loose in this race. We'll see how it all plays out. But if nothing else, this filly wants every bit of the 1 1/8, Dan, and it feels like third off the layoff now, and getting back to a dirt route is exactly what she wants.
But the big name in the race is Dunbar Road, who will be breaking from the rail if Vexatious scratches, the winner of the Alabama last year, the winner of the Mother Goose, decent third in the Spinster. Don't think she ran badly at all in the Breeders' Cup Distaff, and she came back off the layoff with a nice workmanlike win at Churchill Downs, a race that didn't have a ton of pace. She sat back, she made a run, she got it done, and you got the feeling watching that race that there's more in the tank.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I mean, it wasn't, the greatest field in the world, especially when She's a Julie totally blew the start in there. It just sort of opened things up. But overall, I just thought it was a really nice 4-year-old debut for her. They settled her at the back. She didn't break that sharp in that race. They came with a nice, strong run around the turn, and she was too good for those horses. I thought as a comeback race, it was perfect.
Wicked Awesome was claimed for $25,000 by Ferris Allen during the spring of 2019. They've made out with this horse, 4 wins. Last time out, they tried her in a stakes race, the local prep for the Delaware Handicap, the Obeah. She ran okay that day with an 81 buyer. She's going to have to do better.
Yeah, I didn't see anything in her race off the layoff last time that made me want to bet her in this race.
Bolera won the ladies 3 starts back. I thought that was a good, solid performance. Now, she was also 1-2 over a sloppy track that she likes, going 1 1/8. I like the way she won that race. She then was away for 5 months. They turned her back in the Musical Romance. And Mike, I really just don't think 7 furlongs is her deal.
Yeah, she's not a dirt sprinter, especially when you have a horse like Ladies Island just, racing loose on the lead in there. She had no shot in there, but it felt like a prep. They went to turf last time. She doesn't look like a turf horse to me, and now they're back doing what she wants to do. 9 furlongs on the main track. This is her game. Her form was getting good right into the beginning of this year, Dan, and I think she's set to take a step forward in here.
And again, she's a speed horse, and when they turned her back going 7, they kind of took her speed away from her. Let's watch the Musical Romance, the stretch run. She was very fractious in the gate and actually popped it open before the start and had to load her back in again. Now we watch Bolera try to come out of it and finish 3rd. I just didn't love the way she finished up this race, Mike. She's going to get up for 3rd, but I thought she was getting up for 3rd on class alone while on her left lead most of the way. This was not her best effort, but again, sprinting, acting up before the start, off the layoff. I was a little surprised they went to turf last time.
Yeah, the turf race is what concerns me more than anything else. I don't care about the sprint race at all because to me, she's not a sprinter.
Always Shopping, we are expecting to scratch. We'll move to Lucky Move. We know Lucky Move. She's a New York bred that's run some nice races and some underrated races in New York, especially her 2-turn races. Those are really her better performances. Last time out, she was 42-1 in the Obeah. Mike, the kid didn't ride Lucky Move like she was 42-1. He put her out in a four-path in the clear where there was no way of getting her stopped. So I don't care if I lose ground. She made this big wide move on the turn. She took over in a decent group. Vault and Lady Apple are okay, and she was never losing in the stretch. Now, I don't know where that race came from, but it was the best last Buyer speed figure. Maybe she loves the cooking at Delaware.
I mean, maybe she does. You're right, though. It was definitely the best race she's ever running. She had run some good races in New York, but nothing like that one. Listen, we'll see if she can back it up. She's going to be a price again if you like her.
Saracosa is a horse that likes to come from off the pace. These scratches might actually hurt her a little bit. I thought she ran just fine in the Apple Blossom, and I thought she ran fine last time out at Churchill Downs. It's just with her running style, she's pace dependent, and then she's trip dependent. So she's got to have a lot of things work in her favor. At least this field will be a small field. It's hard to imagine her getting locked up or going 20 wide. She is going to have to get some pace, though.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't know if she can get the setup that she needs in here. Listen, her recent form is good. She's in the best form of her career for sure. This is not an easy spot, and she may not get the pace that she needs, but I'll expect her to be running at the end of the race.
Turf to dirt for overthinking, who outran her 42-1 odds the last time she ran on dirt in the Grade 2 Falls City. But like Saracosa, she's a mare with no early speed. She's likely going to be hanging out near the back of the field, hoping that this pace quickens up and hoping that it collapses. She's another horse that hasn't won in almost 2 years. Vicky Oliver, I think, does a very good job. I also think overthinking is slightly better on the turf.
Yeah, I prefer her as a turf horse, too. I know she's won on the dirt before, but I prefer her as a turf horse. And even on that surface, she doesn't win that often.
Let's take a look at our top picks for the Grade 2 Delaware Handicap. My feelings for this race the same as the Ruffian. I really don't want to have a lot of money in against Dunbar Road. She's the most likely winner, but boy, Lucky Move looked good last time out. I don't know where that race came from, and I'm curious to see if maybe she could do it again. Dunbar Road, though, way the horse to beat. 6-2 for me. You're going 2-4, 6-7.
Yeah, I just don't want to bet against Dunbar Road here. It feels like it's going to be a short field. She's going to be a very short price. I'll admit that I took a long look at Bolera. I do think there's upside for Bolera, and this is what she wants to do. But it's going to be hard for her to beat Dunbar Road, I think.
Grade 2 Delaware Handicap, a 400 grander. Race number 8 at Delaware Park on Saturday has an approximate post of 4:45 Eastern. Good luck.